Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eidun Mubarak, a blessed and happy Eid for all the Muslims whom Allah Azza wa Jal blessed them to fast this blessed month of Ramadan. Ramadan is over with the grace of Allah. The thirst is gone. The feelings of hunger are gone. And nothing of the hardship that we had faced in Ramadan remains. All what remains is the reward with Allah the Almighty. So it is a time to rejoice. It is a time to be happy that Allah has blessed us to complete the full month of Ramadan. The day of Eid is a day of jubilation. It's a day where we are supposed to make our families happy, to be happy. Despite all what is happening around the world, despite the calamities, the pandemic, the problems, the tribulations, this day is a day of happiness, of joy. So we have to celebrate this day. Now, there are different forms of celebrations, and we will inshallah get to talk to some of our great brothers in Islam, great da'is, to have their insight over this issue. How to remain steadfast after Ramadan. How to change after Ramadan. And how to celebrate with our families, with our children, with our relatives and loved ones, especially in this time of lockdown. But before we go and meet our brothers, Shawwal, which is the month that follows Ramadan, is a blessed month. It is a month of good deeds. Shawwal inaugurates the first month of the months of Hajj. So we have Shawwal, Dhul Qa'dah, and Dhul Hijjah. In Shawwal, a great form of worship is conducted, and that is the fasting of the 6 days of Shawwal, which we will come to discuss, inshallah. In it, those who missed fasting days of Ramadan should start making it up in Shawwal. Those who missed doing i'tikaf for one reason or the other, they can make it up in Shawwal. It is a month of marriage, engagement, as a lot of the companions used to conduct their marriages in Shawwal due to the Prophet ﷺ doing that in this blessed month. Mother Aisha says all her families used to get them married in the month of Shawwal. So the most prominent ritual that people do in Shawwal is fasting the 6 days of Shawwal. Why? The Prophet said, ﷺ, whoever fasts Ramadan, the whole month, and follows that with 6 days of Shawwal, Allah would reward him as if he had prayed, as if he had fasted the whole year. And another hadith, because one deed is multiplied to 10, so fasting 6 days of Shawwal is as if you had fasted 60 days, 2 months. And fasting Ramadan before that is as if you have fasted 10 months, and this is a full year. Now, one of the benefits of fasting the 6 days of Shawwal is that it compensates whatever shortcomings you had done during fasting Ramadan. And this is something well known in Sharia. Whatever things you miss in a fard, whatever voluntary you perform would compensate for that which was missing. Now, there is an issue of dispute among scholars in regards to whether the fasting of the full Ramadan must be done before the 6 days of Shawwal or not. And the most authentic opinion is that you cannot fast 23 days of Ramadan, skipping 6 or 7 days due to a legitimate reason such as traveling, falling sick, or having menses for women. And after Ramadan, you fast the 6 days of Shawwal. The most authentic opinion is that this is not permissible. You have to make up for the missed days of Ramadan so that you would have fulfilled fasting the whole month of Ramadan. And after that, you must, if you wish, fast the 6 days of Shawwal in order to fall under the category and under the reward of the Prophet ﷺ, that afterwards, meaning after fasting Ramadan, you follow that with 6 days of Shawwal. Which means if you fasted 28, 25 days, you did not do that. And this is the fatwa of the permanent committee, that you cannot fast a missed Ramadan, follow that by 6 Shawwal and attain the reward. You have to fulfill and complete it. So a frequently asked question, can we combine between making up of the missed days of Ramadan with the 6 days of Shawwal with one intention? So like, for example, I missed 1 day of Ramadan due to traveling. So in Shawwal, I fast 1 day with the intention of making up for the missed day of Ramadan, plus it's a day from the 6 days of Shawwal. The answer is no. You cannot combine such intentions. You have to fulfill fasting of Ramadan entirely without a combination of intentions. Then you fast the 6 days alone and separately. Do I have to fast the 6 days of Shawwal in a row? The answer is no. You can break them. 1 day here, 1 day there, 1 day in the middle, 1 day at the end, which means that you have the option even to combine the intention of 6 days of Shawwal with voluntary fasts. So if I select to fast Mondays and Thursdays with the intention of the 6 days of Shawwal, you get 2 birds with 1 stone. If I intend to fast the white days, 13th, 14th, and 15th of Shawwal, with the intention of the 6 days of Shawwal, this is no problem. What about if I happen to fast on a Saturday alone? This is an issue of dispute. The most authentic opinion is that you should fast a day before or a day after just to be safe. Though the hadith of the prohibition of isolating Saturday in fasting, this is disputed upon, and the most authentic opinion that it is not authentic. But just to be safe rather than sorry, add to it a day before or a day after. A lot of the sisters complain and say that we have so many days to make up of Ramadan, and we have our own excuses in Shawwal, and we won't have enough time. So the answer would be, as Sheikh Ibn Uthaymeen said, may Allah have mercy on his soul. Let us assume that a woman gave birth in the month of Ramadan. Or let us assume that she had 14 days of menses in Ramadan. So she fasted 16 days. Shawwal was over, first day of Eid. She started from the 2nd day of Shawwal and fasted, making up the 14 days. On the 15th of Shawwal, when she finished making up for Ramadan, she got her menses again for 10, 12, 13 days. And now, after she's pure, she has only 2 days to fast from Shawwal remaining. We say, fast these 2 days. And in Dhul Qa'dah, you can fast the other 4 days, and this would make up for the 6 days of Shawwal because you had a legitimate reason. And this is the fatwa of Ibn Uthaymeen, and it's also the fatwa of Sheikh Abdul Rahman ibn Nasir as-Sa'di, because you had a legitimate reason. Those who are lazy and don't fast during the month of Ramadan, do not fast during the month of Shawwal, and they're late and they want to make it up in the Qa'dah without a legitimate reason, there is not an excuse for them, and this would not be legitimate. This is, in a nutshell, an introduction of the rulings of fasting in the month of Shawwal and how great it is, especially that we've been fasting for the past 30 days. So adding 6 days now, our bodies are adapted to fasting. We're ready with the lockdown. We are confined to our homes, so we have no excuse not to make it up. And this gives you the reward of fasting a whole year.